My check. Hey. Welcome. The beat you just heard is called Pirates by Angel City 2, which is me. I want to welcome everybody to Club Shada episode number 54. You know, 2 numbers a week. And I hope your week was fine, as my week was fine. I'm not gonna speak too loud today because my daughter is sleeping next to me on the sofa, as we are alone together. Tonight is my wife and her sister are celebrating her birthday, so my sister-in-law's birthday. So it's just me and her. And tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. we are waking up. It's already like midnight and 30. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. we're waking up to go to school. So I will not overstay. But I'm happy to be with you. As you can see, I've been working on my setup. The light is different because the color lights are blocked by these new elements that I have. I just bought this thing behind me. I love it. So I could put my YouTube plaque, photos with the wife. That was a Christmas present. Some cameras here, my Buddha, my Ganesh, and you can even see the keyboard in the back. This show is brought to you by shadaware.com. As you can see, where we do some nice stuff that you can wear. What did I want to say? I hope you like the new setup. I mean, it's not a new setup, but every time I was doing this show, for the whole time I was doing it, every single episode, I was watching this part here, and I was obsessed at how much it was empty. And as I'm not trying to have too much background behind me, but this whole part was too empty for me. And I ended up finding I was online just checking stuff, and I came to this Portuguese site called Dot, and they were selling some furniture, some nice stuff, and I saw this and I just ordered it, and I was like, let's see. Ordered, mounted it 2 days ago, and put all my stuff, and I was like, yeah. Now I have a feeling and so now I feel like I need to put something to illuminate those things. Maybe some LED lights, but something very, very dim, not too bright, just to create something, to create an ambiance, an atmosphere. Anyway, welcome to Club Shada number 54. I'm so happy to have you guys. This is brought to you by shadaware.com. Let's get to it. I want to say hi to everybody that is here. My dear Julie Body is here. I hope you fine. Miss Dilo, I hope you fine. Master Electronic, how you doing? It's funny how everybody call me Sensei, and people that don't know each other all call me Sensei. It's interesting. Mr. Bruno, what up, my brother? Let's call each other tomorrow. Let's talk about all these new developments on the phone. Miss Nadia, I hope you're fine. I hope you're making sure that everybody's putting their likes. You're making sure that nobody's saying something stupid in the chat. Mr. Redune, what up? Hey, merci MK Prod. Tu as fini ton remix déjà? Hey Jay, what do you do? On dit quoi? How are you? You good? Thank you. It's a hat that you can find on Shadaware. You have so I got the king, and I also got the queen. Actually, I think I have a photo that I did with my wife back in the days. There's a photo somewhere. There it is. Bruh, we cannot see. Um, so yeah, wait. Queen. You see, you got the lady part that goes with it. You got the sweatshirt, you got the classic dad cap in pink, you got the beanie, you got the hat, you also have the queen crown, sweatshirt, t-shirt, and you have the king that goes with it, etc., etc. So yeah, you know, working. The Future Sound Beat. What up, what up, what up? How are you? I hope you're fine, as I am. Did you do your remix already? Let me check all the remix that I have. Let me see. So I got the remixes from, so the new song that we are remixing is African Girl from my 2017 album. We're almost done finishing the 40 tracks. So I got 2 remixes by Lil Maro, got 1 remix by Ari Beats, 1 remix by CV Beats, Future Sound, you did your remix, good, and Magic Pro. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 remixes of it. I think I'm waiting for 4 more and I'm done. I'm closing this one and I'm going to the next one, which probably will be Fake Friends. So this is good. I'm happy that things are being done. So you did yours. No, it's not. The light that I'm using is from Aperture. It's Aperture. They are very good in lighting. It's too far. It's like it's this. You can set it up to do different things. That's what's cool about it. And it has a how you call this? How you say aimant? It has magnets in the back, so you can even put them on the wall or anything. It's metallic, so it's very useful, especially when you're shooting videos. You know. Exactly. It gives a home feeling to it. Exactly, because I'm in my house. So yeah, I like the fact that it's giving that. Exactly. Yeah. Welcome for the first time, Mr. Liborio Hernandez. Oh, and nice to listen to the good music from this South African Prince Kaysha. Hey, thank you so much, brother. There we go. Don't forget to like the live. And don't forget to support via Super Chat, streaming, or buying something for Shadaware. Exactly. Tell him. 3 people here didn't put their likes. They're watching without putting likes. So either they are haters who are just watching to see what is he doing, or it's people who just forgot. Mr. Russell Simmons, what it do? Yeah, it's a nice site. I'll send you the link. Well, no, I think you cannot buy from there because I think it's only from in Portugal. But I send you a link for France. We here. Shada Gang is as beautiful as ever. Dimanche dernier délai. Oh, Márcia Paixão, como estás? Como são as coisas lá em Brasil? Como são as coisas com o Covid? Yeah, indeed. Deep minded meditation. Nah, I don't meditate, bro. So I can't help you here. So listen, um, before I get to today's subject, I want to say hi to Tatiana, who just joined us. Are you working at night today, or are you? So, what do you think of all the new rules in Portugal, Tatiana? There's been some new rules in France, actually. COVID cases are just jumping up with the cold again, and people getting tested, and reasons that people don't really know. A lot of people are pointing at the young people who are partying like it's 1999 and like there's no tomorrow. I mean, listen, I can understand. Humans are social people. People used to see each other. People used to socialize with other people. If not, they get sad. I'm a lone guy. I'm a lonesome guy. I'm a lone wolf. So I don't mind staying in my house for a whole year if we need it. But I understand that I've been partying every day of the week for years and years and years and years, probably like 15 years. Plus my job was to go in clubs and perform. So I've done my shares of partying, and I don't miss clubbing because I've clubbed so much in my life that when I go to a club now, I'm just listening to music and thinking of business. I'm not really there. So, but I understand somebody who's 20 years old and who needs this. And some of the so here in Portugal, starting today, 24 hours ago, on the 15th, the mask in the streets are now recommended when it was compulsory only inside. Now they ask you to wear also outside. I don't know if it changes anything because people say that. Yeah, listen, I mean, people don't have all the information yet about is this thing stays in the air or not. But normally when you're outside, as long as you're far from other people, you're fine. But I guess with all the cases going up and politicians are scared. The problem is always the same: economy, health. And here you lose or you lose. If you choose the economy, people die. Health, problem. If you choose health, economy dies. So as a leader of a country, that's horrible. You cannot win because if you choose to favor let me do something here. If you choose to favor the economy and the people who are trying to work or trying to, people invested in their restaurants and in their clubs and in their cinemas and in all their businesses. And when you tell them you have to close and good luck, they're going to complain because this is their life. This is their life job, right? At the same time, if you let people do whatever they want to do and you let people, like in France, for example, like I remember in June and since quarantine has been over in France, everybody's just mingling, smoking shishas and being in the streets and not wearing masks and not caring and just dancing on top of each other, yelling on top of each other, and spreading each other the disease. Some doctors are saying that the disease is less. What's the word I'm looking for? It's less deadly now that it muted, and it's maybe because I mean, this is just an opinion. It's not based on facts. It's just, it feels like maybe because everybody had COVID, especially the asymptomatic people, they probably had it 1, 2, 3, 4 times already because it just goes through them. It's probably that now the bodies know how to to treat to handle it. Some of the bodies know how to handle it, and there's a lot of cases, but people are just feeling like a fever, and not or like a flu, and hard cases are not going up as fast as it was back in March. But still, as a person who has to handle a country and run a country, be a president or be the minister of health, you have to be careful, and you have to take measures to not say, because people will hate you for taking the measures, but they will hate you even more if you didn't take them. And then you have like hundreds of thousands of dead, like in the US, for example. Well, these people don't hate him, but same in Brazil. So those people, they, whatever decision they take, they are heroes, I guess. But it's very hard for when you are in a democratic country to order people to stay at home, to have an app, to be tracked. All of a sudden, everybody is taken back to, in France, it takes you back to the 1940s with fascism, Nazis and stuff. And in Portugal, it take you back to 1974, before 1974 with fascism. Same thing for Italy. So it's hard to, and there's not enough information for there's not enough information to take decision based on facts. It's just decision based on, let's try this or let's try that, because we don't know, and because it will take science years to figure out what is happening and why these people have it this way, those people have it that way, those people don't feel nothing, those people, look, I got infected at the same time as Bodhisattva. He was vomiting every day and having diarrhea, so maybe it was mixed with something else, who knows. And me, I never vomited, almost, maybe just once because of medicine, but I was just feeling very, very weak, and I had short breath. So me felt to me like a big malaria with short breath. So from a person to another, it's and for the scientists, it's gonna take long time to be certain about stuff. And there's so much interest going on too, that it's a complicated situation. So here in Portugal, the new rules are no gathering in public of more than 6 people, mask in the streets recommended, and soon compulsory, masks inside, of course, and all the restaurants have to close at I think 11 p.m. I'm not sure. And again, I mean, this gonna end killing the business of restaurants, cinemas, artists, discotheques, DJs, etc., etc. And listen, I've been sick, so I understand that. I understand what it does to people. So I understand what that thing have to be done. But at the same time, if you put all your life saving in opening a restaurant, and you finish building a restaurant in March, you are feeling it right now in your behind. So it's complicated. And so the measures that they took in France are even worse. They're doing a quarantine, but it's a quarantine only at night. And it really feels like it's for young people, because those are the ones who are spreading it by partying all the time and trying to make up for the 4 months they stay at home. So you got like, the rules are from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. you have to stay home. And yeah, all these people who were doing parties in the streets or Sky Bar or Shishas now are in France. There's a rule now, it's completely forbidden. I don't remember what else. If you stay in if you are in the streets after 9, you have to pay like a 135 euros fine. And all restaurants must be closed at 9 p.m. sharp. Everything has to be closed at 9 p.m. So listen, economically, it is a nightmare. And some people are saying that it's too much. Some people are saying that they want to live. Some people are saying that the virus mutated and the second wave is not a big wave. Some people are saying the opposite. And most people are saying, you know what? I don't want to take the risks. So stay home and shut up. What do you think? You are definitely rocking the algorithm. The last few days, I've come across a lot of all the stuff that was on my mind. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been making content for a long time, and that's the thing. This is why I really feel blessed by the decisions I took 10 years ago, 15 years ago to start filming everything. Is that somebody who stays at home and discovers my YouTube channel tomorrow has hours and hours and days of content. Just the 54 episodes of Club Shada multiplied by 3 hours per episode, that's 150 hours. So all this already, if you want to binge watch me talking and having guests and making music and talking to the people, plus the 3,000 videos that I have in my YouTube channel, from vlog number 1 to vlog 800 and I don't know how much, you have enough to watch. Like, my YouTube channel is like a Netflix. You can watch stuff for the whole quarantine. Like, it's crazy. And same thing on Spotify. This is my strategy is not quantity over quality. It's quantity of good quality. So em Brasil as coisas só melhoram um pouco. Porque brasileiros, vocês sofreram. Fogo. Crazy rules. From Saturday, we are not allowed to be in the streets from 9 to 5 a.m. in the morning. Where is this future sound again? Do you think you guys would go on lockdown again? Because we in Sweden, we've never been in lockdown since it's fucking. Yeah, Sweden is interesting, but people are saying that it didn't really work. They were trying to go for the herd immunity, but it didn't really work. But I guess I think it's also a question of the discipline of people. French people are undisciplined by design. We believe in, the French Revolution, etc. And it's French people. I wouldn't compare them to those Americans who want to make a revolution because you are telling them to wear a mask. But a lot of people in France are saying we don't want to wear the mask, and we don't want to wear a mask because I'm here in the bakery, I'm alone. They always have a reason. Where when at a point you should just do what you've been told, and that's the problem here with the from a certain people to some other people. I think the Portuguese, if I can, I lived in Paris 32 years, and I lived in Portugal 8 years. What's interesting about the Portuguese is that they really follow the rules early on. I think in February people were already wearing masks, and soon as the president said, "Hey, everybody stay home," everybody was home. Like, of course there's some kids are gonna be kids, but most people, they just follow the rule. They stayed home. And I don't know if it's just this, or there's also the fact that Portuguese people make me think of Africans so much. The number of cases is divided by 10 or 20 compared to France, Spain, all these countries, and I'm not sure why. Of course, there's less people, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know exactly. But I don't know if it's. I really believe that politicians are scared to pronounce the word quarantine, especially in France. Like in France, they take words and all of a sudden the word is evil and you don't want to say it again. You don't want to do it again. But listen, if I was a president, I would tell people, yeah, I know you're not happy, but we have to. So let's go. But this one, yeah, he's scared to pronounce the word. And I guess they are doing a quarantine, but without doing it. So from 9 to 5 a.m. you have to. So, of course, knowing the French people, everybody's gonna, at 9 p.m., everybody gonna meet each other in apartments, and they're gonna continue partying 6 by 6. Because, I mean, the idea of staying at home is killing people. And listen, I don't know. I don't mind staying at home because I work from home. I got my business at home. I got my live stream at home. I got my family at home. I don't mind staying at home. I got everything I need. My apartment is big. I live in front of the water. So maybe it really depends what is your life. Some people hate their city. They hate their neighborhood. They hate their building. They hate their neighbors. They hate their house. They feel lonely. So everybody will have a different relationship with the fact of staying at home. I really don't have a problem staying at home. Like I never had. Like even when I was in a very small apartment, when I was releasing my first album, I was in a very small apartment. It was a studio, and yeah, I could stay at home and chill. Listen, I believe that the politicians and how you call that? Wait a second. Okay, for me, man. Apa tá aqui, meu amor? Tô aqui. That's vovô. Vem pra papi. Tens dodói? Vem, meu amor. Yeah, like I was saying. Vem, meu amor. Vem. Now, these ones, when they wake up in the middle of the night. Vem, meu amor. Sim, meu amor, vem. Tô aqui, vem. Oh, she can't walk. She lost her legs. Where was I? Yeah, like I was saying, I guess the thing is, it's not really that people, I mean, yeah, if the thing is this, if you are honest with the people, you tell them, yes, I'm clueless. We are clueless because this is new and we are learning. That's the problem of a lot of leaders, is they don't want to say this. O que foi agora? Papi tá fazendo barulho? Yeah. You want to be here, you're gonna have to listen to me. So, if you actually were honest with your populations, you would tell your populations, we have no clue what's going on because we are waiting for science to do its work, and science needs time. Simple as that. Is it on the sofa? Probably missed it, but do you know how you got COVID? No, it was not airplanes. I believe that it's hard. Like could have been a video shoot, could have been me at Buddy's show when he was DJing. So maybe it came from him, or maybe it was just my wife and her sister, and they were doing a lot of beach and a lot of gathering between themselves. But they are young, asymptomatic, so they don't realize, like, because nobody's sick and nobody feels nothing, they don't realize that, every time you are with somebody, this somebody might be with another somebody, whatever. So it's very hard. And at the same time, it could have just been me going to the shopping, touching anything, or just touching the elevator button and then putting my finger in my nose, and that's it. So it's hard to find how without starting to be paranoid, especially when you know that there's a lot of what was I about to say? Yeah, especially when you know that somebody who has COVID and who is asymptomatic can have it on the 1st, give it to you on the 10th. It takes for you 2 weeks for the disease to declare. So you have it on the 30th. So you call that person, you say, hey, test yourself because I'm sick. But the disease has already left their body. So they go test and they're negative. So you will never know it came from them because by the time they get tested, they're negative already. So, yeah, who knows? I think this pandemic facilitated population control. Well, listen, the thing is this, at a point, then you can start putting the narrative in anything you believe. Some people believe that it's population control. Some people believe that it's a way to do this. Some people believe that it's a way to do that. Some people believe that even if the governments were not waiting and ready for this, but they are using it in a way to do this or that. Listen, I'm part of the people who, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. A lot of conspiracies I know exist. I know a lot of truth. Don't forget that my dad is a politician, So there's a lot of things that I know that people don't, and I keep them for myself, for my safety. But my belief is, yeah, the virus came from animals, like a bunch of those viruses, and in those markets where everything is mixed together and they want to have live meats that they just killed and eat directly. Yeah, it spread to human, and then with all the traveling and the fact that our society is like this is how it spread. And I believe, since you are talking about Neuralink and Starlink, I believe that in a future where all our brains will be connected to the internet, and our thought will be connected to microchips, the viruses that's going to be complicated are going to be when you receive a virus in your brain, and that's going to be complicated when your chip is sending you fucked up information. That's something I believe in way more than pandemic. You're not saying that the pandemic was created, but it facilitated population control. I don't know. I'm more in the they had no clue, and they always believe that it happened in countries of poor people, and this is why they are not ready. And because they thought they were too rich for this to happen, and it's a great lesson for them. New rules. Hi, Heather. Sure, people will keep on doing the party at the house. But that's the thing. At the same time, the same people who are complaining about everything that is happening are also the same people who cannot stay at home. They want to be in a house partying with people, smoking shishas. Like, that's exactly how the virus spread, because you need 6 people in a house, then everybody go to their houses to meet 6 other people, and that's how it keeps spreading. And that's the problem of the people. They don't want to have their freedom to party taken away. And at a point, it's, do you think about your individuality and the things you want to do? You want to party, you want to fuck different girls, you want to do this, that? Or do you think about the world and the fact that, there's a pandemic that you might not feel, but it is spreading? And a lot of people who complain that, they're punishing us for whatever, or they're using this for this or that, are the same people when you tell them stay at home or be not more than 5 people. You find them in the street with 500 people. You find them in the street with 500 people every night. I've seen the images in France of that, and I've seen people making parties in the beach in Portugal as well. There's a lot of people, they don't care. And a lot of people who are careful, like me, I catched it not because I was not careful. I catched it because I was around somebody that was not careful. Whether it be the friend, whether it being, I didn't see a lot of people, whether it being my wife. My wife was not careful. I mean, she was careful in a minimum. Quel foi? Quer ir no sofá? Tu vai sentar no sofá. Não queres ir no sofá finalmente? Queres ficar com o papi? Então vai. Vem com o papi. Ups. Não, tá bom. Não faz mal. We had a tree falling. Tá bom. Papi vai falar. Fazer menos barulho. She has school tomorrow. So I was saying, the same people who are complaining. Look, I was telling my wife when the quarantine was over, this thing is not over. It's not like party every day, but they start going to the beach. They start going to birthday party for the kids of each friends, etc., etc. In each party, they were like, no, we always the same. My crew, my 5 people. But every time I would see photo, I would see like 4 or 5 people that I don't know. And I was like, yeah, but those people, do you know them? And all of you girls have a husband. All your friends have boyfriends or whatever. This is how people minimize the effect of, especially if you don't feel nothing because you don't have it, you minimize your own actions because you're like, no, we're here, we're chilling. But then you go to the shisha around other people, you smoke shisha, and in the vapor of the shisha, what is in there? The virus. So, and then when you get it, everybody's crying, but you want to tell people, hey, we're gonna need some syrup here. And then when you get the virus, when you get infected, everybody is asking themselves how it happened because you were the most careful. And when you tell them, yeah, maybe it's you guys, they look at you like, how, me? How would I do that? And you're like, yeah, whatever. Whatevers. Yay. A break from studying is always good. Let me tell this guy who's sending me a message that we're live. I'll check your message after my life, bro. Mr. Moto. So this guy is sending me messages on WhatsApp instead of being in the live. Can you imagine? Obrigado. Isso que é live. E por acaso esqueci de ligar o ar-condicionado. Se calhar era por isso, ela tem calor. Estás com calor, meu amor? Yeah. She's out. Thank you. You know the vibe. Oh, this one. No fever, okay. Good. That's the place. She's growing super fast. Thank you. Yeah, it's normal. I gotta give her some syrup once I'm done. Yeah, no, after the live, we both go to bed. Que foi?
Quero sentar.
Quer sentar? Quer sentar sozinha? Quer? Vai sentar. Queres o iPad? Okay. Vamos sentar. Vou te ajudar a sentar. Thing is this, when it's not your wife, it's your daughter. That's the daddy life. Let me play you some music. Não choras, por que estás a chorar? Por que estás a chorar? Vem fora. Vai sentar. Can you hear me well? Yeah. So what was that? Hola, Tina. Yeah. Somebody told me that the Chinese have it already, but everybody has a story. Elle-même. I think it's a question of culture. It's really a question of culture. Some people have this culture of being selfish, and some people have a culture of being a people. And more in the world of today, people are more having this culture of caring about themselves more than the people. Mesmo. Having kids is a blessing. Mas ela não tá doente, tá só. Tá um pouco com. Tá a começar a fazer frio aqui, mas acho que é só sono. Quando ela acorda no meio da noite assim, o problema é que estou a falar em cima dela. Ela deveria ir longe de mim, mas ela quer ser perto de mim. Então, perto de mim, eu acordo ela falando. Yeah. Well, start training. Thank you. I just do what I can. I just try. Yeah, so this whole situation is a mess. Sim, tu a ver. Vou tratar dela. This situation is it's complicated, and I think the UK is about to take the strictest measures. I think they want to confine people again. They want to go quarantine. They want to go full quarantine. They don't want to be hypocrites like the French, who are doing like a quarantine at night and calling it a curfew, or others. Portugal is been fine. The 4 months of quarantine were really, that was okay. I hear life is great here, and quarantine in my neighborhood is fine, and especially when you live in front of the water, you can just, from time to time, you just go outside very early, like at sunrise, you sit down in front of the water, you take some fresh air, and then you go back home. So I can't complain. Other people, what do you think is the best solution? The thing is this, the best solution is to be honest, first of all. Is to explain to the people what is going on, where we are right now. Vaccine, everybody's working on it. Billions are being put on it. But for now, we don't have one. Cases are going up. Because cases are going up, we have to see from the cases that are going up who is getting really sick and how many people are not making it. If the cases are going up compared to the first wave, as they say it, I don't call them wave, because a wave is when the thing was to zero and then it goes back up. The thing was never to zero, so to me it's like the continuation. Okay, let's call it second wave. First of all, you have to be able to compare wave 1 and wave 2. As the cases are going up, are the cases of people going in the hospital going up as well or not? Are the people being sick are sick as before and having like complications, or are they more asymptomatic? You have to really be able to look at all these numbers, and once you have all these numbers, maybe you can take a decision based on those numbers for your country. I think a lot of countries are taking decisions just to copy the other countries. You see what I mean? A lot of countries are just doing the same thing as the neighbors doing, and are they closing, so we're closing too, and a lot of people are also doing things just for the people. And listen, I mean, I lived in France almost all my life. Our people are very strange. They want to say yes and no at the same time all the time. The same thing they complain about, they want it. So if you don't close and people get sick, the media will attack you. If you close and the restaurants and the clubs are out of business, people will attack you. If you don't do nothing, people will say that you're weak. If you do something, people say that you're a dictator. So in France, it's hard to take decisions. It's really hard to lead, because people and the world is becoming a place where I will actually do a whole episode of Club Shada about this. But if you go back to when I was talking about the social dilemma a few episodes ago, the world the world has a real lack of nuance right now. Everybody has an opinion, and nobody cares about the opinion of other people. Everybody just wants their opinion to be validated. If your religion is this, you are becoming a radical of that. If your religion is that, you're becoming a radical of this. If you think that Trump is good, then anything bad he does is good for you. You don't care, and whatever he does, you always have an excuse. And if you hate Trump, well, even when he says something that makes sense, you are pissed anyway. You're like, nah. And me, I'm a type of guy, maybe because my dad has always been a diplomat, and maybe it's in my DNA. I believe in consensus, and I believe in facts more than stories. And I would take decisions country by country, and I would go even city by city and take decisions based on what's the case, where we are, what are the hospital telling me, and what are the different doctors telling me. And I would just take a decision that would be what I believe that is right, and I would explain to the people why I'm taking these decisions. And if they're pissed, I would be like, I understand that you pissed. I would be pissed too, but shut the fuck up. But that's me, and that's why I'm not a president. But I would be able to explain clearly why I'm taking decisions, and my decisions wouldn't be contrary to other decisions. You see what I mean? The problem with the French government, and I'm just talking about the French government because that's the one I know better, especially this one, is that they are more in communication than in taking decisions that are logic. They are more thinking about, how do we communicate? How do we not say everything without saying quarantine? You see what I mean? And there's a point, and this is why I liked the governor Cuomo in New York on that point, is that everything he was saying, he was just going straight to the point. Listen, this is where we are. This is the situation. This is this. This is that. So this is why I'm doing this. And yeah, this is gonna affect this. We'll find a solution as we go. And when somebody tells you, so what about this, you reply, we don't know. If you don't know, you reply, you don't know. You don't pretend you know, because this is where the people start not believing in you, and this is where the people start imagining all kinds of concepts of this is to control us, or this was invented, or this, that, and then the fact that the WhatsApp groups, the Facebook groups, the Instagram groups, the posts are all, you are able to spread any kind of your opinion. You can spread it to millions of people from your house. You can invent all kinds of theories and pretend that you receive something from a guy in China and just send it. It makes that a lot of people just believe what they want to believe, and nobody cares about the facts. And me, I'm a facts guy. I wanna. Yeah, I listen to a few doctors. I like to listen to opinions of two people who disagree, just to see which one I believe the most. And sometimes maybe there's a little bit of and I like when two people disagree, but they agree on some things. To me, this is the part that is more close to the fact, the part where they both agree on. And the problem is now in TV, because everybody's continuing to want to make money from all of this. They invite people just to have them clash over subjects. Yeah, but you say this, and they tell to some doctors, yeah, but 8 months ago you said this, and now you're saying that. And the doctors, they tell them, yeah, 8 months ago I didn't know. Nobody knew. So we told you what we knew, and our opinion was based on what we knew 8 months ago. So stop trying to be sensational. And that's the problem of this society. This society is paying with this virus. This society is paying what it becomes, what it became. Yeah, isso é normal. Estamos a chegar na onda. Na onda das gripes, das... O que foi? Exactly. You said it all, Shada. O que foi? We pay too much mind to perception and not enough to reality. Listen, the whole world has become Twitter. It's just a question of opinions and people fighting about their opinions, and nobody cares about reality. Nobody cares. Exactly. Yes. Can I replace Kanye? That's true. Exactly. Amazon, our Amazon is our lungs. It's burning and no one cares, because everybody cares about their own little, That's funny. You won't believe you already lived in France and Portugal and the US, right? I was born and grew up in France 32 years, lived in Portugal for 7 years, and then in the US for 2 years. Wow. See? That's crazy. Can you imagine? It's complicated. I've been watching a lot of videos these days because I'm looking for a microphone, but I want a USB microphone, something that I can put here. and talk like more in front of the camera instead of this one, and to solve a lot of routine problems that I have, so I can start inviting people easier. Just send them a link and they can connect, because I want this microphone. This microphone is more for singing. Decide if you want to sleep or not. Kijk voor. Yeah. Listen, I would be a great president, but I don't like to lie, so I would be a bad president. And I would reply to a lot of people, c'est la vie. So journalists would be like, how could you say this? How can you be so insensitive? Nah, 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 nah. I would be like, well, I don't want to lie to people. Yeah, this is life. You win, you lose. What you want me to do? A president is not somebody who's here to save everybody. A president is not here to save the whole world. And this is the problem with people elect people. They think the person they elect will solve all their problems. But sometimes a lot of the problems you have are due to bad luck, are due to decisions that you took, are due to decisions that other people took. And sometimes, like when, for example, Uber arrived and revolutionized ride hailing, the taxi were like, President, do something, save us. There was nothing to be done. Your business has changed. Build your app or fuck off. And yeah, what they start doing, throwing rocks at Ubers, trying to do everything for Uber to be interdit, how you say that? Yeah, to stop Uber for being able to operate in France, and same in Portugal, in London, in here and there. And I'm not saying that Uber is perfect. It's just that the clients, us, yeah, the number of times that I was trying to take a taxi in Boulevard Sébastopol in Paris at 2 a.m. and it's like a file of a queue of 20 or 30 people trying to get taxis, and the taxi, they stop, they ask you where you're going, and they say, that's not my way. And you were like, what? Or they're like, yeah, where you going? No, I'm not going there. Or stuff like that. Or they look at you and they're like, no, black. The moment I had an application where I just call people and they just arrive where I am, and I just get in the car and leave the car, yeah, the experience is better. So, yeah, taxis can complain. Fuck you, I don't care. Especially because having the monopoly on taking us from one place to the other after midnight, when the metro stop in France, 1 a.m. Yeah, they were really acting like bastards, a lot of them. And then they were complaining to the president, we buy a plaque 200,000, but this is you who decide to do this private business of selling your plaques for X amount. It's not my problem. I'm a client. I'm a customer. As a customer, I want the best experience. If there's an experience that is better than yours, bye-bye. So a president has to tell people, no, don't worry, we'll find a solution. Me, I'm not. Me, I'll be like, bro, it's over. Listen, when the record industry, we had so it's gonna be another video that I'm gonna do about this, but back in the days, we had to create a master, send the master to a factory. The factory would create a glass master. The glass master would be used to duplicate all the CDs, and then you would have a print at the same, maybe in the same place or somewhere else, that would print all the booklets, everything that is paper, and then you would have a separate place that would print all the plastic, and then you would have then a fourth place that would assemble the paper, the plastic, and then put the CD in places, put everything inside plastic, and then send the boxes to the stores. And then you would sell like one box to the store with 25 CDs inside, sell this for 250, and everybody was making money. To print a CD would cost 2 euros. You would sell the CD for 10 euros to Fnac and Virgin. Fnac and Virgin would sell the CD to the customers for 20. And all this chain, everybody was happy. When I sold my first album for 100,000 copies, that was 1 million euros made. 200 million went to the factories, the different people here and there. 800,000 went to Sony and the sub label that signed me, and 80,000 went to me, or 100,000 went to me, or whatever it was, and everybody was happy, right? And then one day iTunes arrived, and with iTunes, you don't need to go to the store, you don't need to do nothing. You just in front of a computer or on your phone, you do click. Hey Julie, welcome. You just click. And download, and done. And you know what happened? The factories that print the CDs, they died. The printers that print the papers, if they didn't print something else other than thing, or if they didn't, I don't know, start making magazines or whatever, they died as well. The people that were printing the plastic, I mean, they had to diversify in printing bottles, or they died. The Virgin mega stores, they all died. The Fnac, now they don't sell music anymore. They sell coffee machines and computers. And us artists, our whole world changed, because now people stream music and or they watch videos on YouTube, and we make sense from this. And back in the days, you could make an album and live 5 years with one album, and now you have to make a song every week to survive. And what did people tell us? The same thing people are telling us today with the COVID, and we cannot perform. That's life, bro. Good luck. And yeah, so that's exactly what I would say as a president to everybody. I would say things change, and I understand. And at the same time, I really understand that, listen, if for 25 years you work at a factory and the factory wants to close, I understand the despair for a family, for somebody who has to feed their family. But at the same time, yeah, this is the way the world works, and this is the way the world always worked. I'm a dreamer, but I'm a realist, and I don't believe that if you want to become a president of a country, being a realist, you have to either change your tune, or either people will eat you alive, because they will say, we love him because he tells the truth. And then when you start telling the truth to everybody, people are pissed, because nobody wants to hear the truth. Everybody wants to hear something that makes them happy. Exactly. People don't realize that, all this time I was raising 2 kids. That's true. Yeah, I like it too, but don't worry, there's gonna be another one. At least I will not be like this when I talk. I would be like this. And the setup of this microphone is creating issues in the routing to do interviews and stuff. I want to stop using Skype, and I cannot if I keep using this microphone. So don't worry, you like the new one. Did you make sure that you listen? Nadia, you missed 4 people. 4 people didn't put their likes. That's what people say all the time. It's time for a change. Yeah, my brother, you have to adapt and evolve. If you don't adapt, listen, the record industry, I remember I talked to my booking agent in Portugal. There was a place in Portugal called Praça de España where you were selling all the CDs, and I was saying this place will disappear. And it was like, never. This place will never disappear. This place have seen da 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 da. You know what? This place now what it is? There's a park, because the place disappeared because nobody has a CD player, so nobody buys CDs. And some people will tell you, yeah, but some people buy vinyl. Yeah, 10 people. That's not enough to make a market. So this is life. Either you adapt, either you perish. And look, all the artists right now have been out of a job for 8 months now. Those who adapted are okay, like me. Those who didn't, either they went back to their mother's house, or either they got a job, or they because there's no choice. It's not like there's not a magic thing to do here. There's no magic thing that will make this thing that we never thought could happen. Everybody was like, oh, it might happen. You know, people get scared, people see movies and whatever, and then it happens for real. And all of a sudden, people realize that, yeah, nobody was ready. Simple as that. Even the most powerful army, the most powerful country in the world that has like all the money, that decide the rules, that decide who is good, who is bad, that has their CNN all around the world to propagate their propaganda of we are the good guys and we are protecting the world by taking all the minerals everywhere. Even them, they were the least ready. So COVID is the equalizer. COVID is like cleansing. It's showing the flaws of a lot of countries, and it's showing who's a leader and who's not. And what it has shown is that a lot of countries have no leaders. They just have communicants, people who understood that to get elected by all these populations of people who are all intolerant between each other, they are realizing that the only way to win is to be a good communicator. Like Trump, he's good. You can say what you want. You can hate him as you want. The guy is good. The guy went from real estate to casinos to reality show to president, all by perverting the truth and being the greatest showman ever, and it works. What you gonna do? Did you see him dancing yesterday in his rally? Dun, dun. He was dancing on some village people. He was doing the moves. Even me, I was like, yeah, my boy. And this is the world of today. So, I would definitely fight if I was a politician, or I wouldn't answer. I don't have patience. Listen, I mean, my dad's a politician. My dad has been a politician the last 50 something year. And it's hard, it's tough. Like, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose everything, and sometimes you win again. And he's been through 2 wars. A lot of his friends have been assassinated. I just posted a photo of him and Thomas Sankara on Instagram. And yeah, it's, I mean, in a way it's funny because music is finally so similar to politics because it's also a struggle of power moves and people who secretly want your place, but they smile in your face, and in the back they're looking for your weak spot so they can just take your place, because everybody's trying to survive. And if you get paid 1,000 in this discotheque, they want to get paid that 1,000. And I can imagine, and his level is different because they were ruling countries, and you sit down with presidents, you want to take the right decisions for your people, but then you got countries that are more powerful than you, that have other ideas for your country, and because the oil that's under your feet, the diamonds, the coltan, those things. Careful. So those things that are under your feet, they need it to run their economy. So they don't really care, and most of the time, all these presidents and dictators from the 70s, they have been where they were because of the CIA. So these people, they see you as people that they can control, and if they cannot control you, they will try to go control your enemy. Então, que foi? Passou. So it is complicated. Estás com calor? Estás com calor? Vamos ligar o ar-condicionado? Vamos. Well, let me go turn on the AC. It's my plan originally.
Senta, papi.
Quer sentar? Meu papi não pode sentar, porque o papi está a trabalhar. Percebes? Yeah, you like your mom, you don't care. beber agua? ¿Quieres agua? This is daddy life. This is daddy life. This is... She got tired of my noise. Damn, I like the new setup. Where was I? Oh my God. Cake for you. Cake for you, mama. Quer sumo? Let me play some Kaysha music. Let me play you this while I'm making juice. No, not this. No, not this. What can I play? Oh yeah. What is this? Yeah?
Benji Mix by Blessing, yeah.
So I was saying, I think I was done with the presidential thing. No, I was saying, so the same people who help you become a president, they give you a deal with the devil where you can actually not help your people, because helping your people is opposite to the money they want to make. So it's complicated, and the people, they see it as something that's simple. So they always believe that electing somebody will change something, when it's like 1,000 people who are 1,000 people that you need to change to arrive somewhere. And me as a president, I think I'd be assassinated after 1 week. Hugo F, you good? Did you finish the remix? Not yet. I forgot to turn off the iPad. Anyway. Hey Dalia, what up? Not at all. I'm watching from far. But that's some interesting things. My only problem here is I really have a problem with people putting their names everywhere. Acorn Coin, Acorn City, Acorn this, Acorn that. That's a little megalomaniac to me. We had, my mother and my parents were born in a city called Leopoldville, named after a king that killed millions of people. And then it turned back to Kinshasa. But you see what I mean? Other than that, like, yeah, the project is very interesting. The things he's doing is with electricity, with the Chinese fund behind him. All this is he's been making some tremendous things, and because in the end the goal is to empower Africans. So I'm doing my little things here and there, and I'm watching. But yeah, other than the name of the city, yeah, the project seemed very interesting. I love you, Kay. I could listen to you all day, all night. This seems like a wedding proposal. I'm taken. Aisha's huge. I don't know what I was saying, but I'm glad that you agree. Probably the presidential stuff. Imagina. Nice lips. Yeah, she's tired. Another half hour, and me and her, we're gonna go to bed because tomorrow we're going to school early. What up? Long time. Exactly. Always first. Always. So I'm gonna go to well, somebody tell him. Somebody tell them. Yeah. He really had a love for his country, for real. I mean, he still does. And listen, they were making a ton of money because there were other times, but it was the country and then the money. Now it's just the money. But hey, I'm not a guy who likes to complain. I'm a guy who likes to do. I believe that our generation, we love to complain from far away, from Sweden, from Portugal, from Paris, from Brussels. If you're not willing to go there and make things happen and change things, take care of where you live, and you see what I mean? So it's just different times. Let me send a quote before I move to the next subject, because I want to turn off this iPad, but I'm too far. Anyway, I hope the sound of the iPad in the back is not, because sometimes I hear things in my ears way louder than you guys hear them. One day I woke up and realized no amount of love, care, pain, hurt, anger, retribution could ever transform those who are evil into good or kind people. The day I let go, I stopped caring for them, gave up any hope for their souls, and I knew they were. Yeah. That's deep and that's dark. Uh-oh. Shada Casino is open. Yay. So listen, I wanted to talk to something about you. I'm sorry that, I'm on daddy duties tonight. Like I told you, my wife and her sister are at the birthday party. They rented a Airbnb in town so they could just be between girls and make noise. And Ashia was supposed to go with them, but I was like, let me just stay with the kid, even if, because I was supposed to do my live yesterday, but because of their birthday that they started celebrating yesterday, I was like, let me postpone my live for tomorrow. But I should have just done it yesterday. But hey, you live and you learn, like I always say. Yeah, it's all good. That's the beauty of being live. It's you are live, and to me it's the same thing as when you do a show. I always laugh when there's a technical problem while I'm doing the show. Electricity goes down, or there's some crazy girl who comes half naked and puts her breast in my face, or some guy is crying and security slaps him. I always laugh because this is what makes it live. If you want something that is completely like perfect, you can just turn off all the lights, turn everything, take the same thing, record everything, talk by yourself for 3 hours, and then play it as a premiere. But then you don't have these like what I was talking last week, the fact that you don't feel alone. Because like I said last week, as a performer, yeah, we're lonely. Like we not performing in front of a public, and we don't receive the love that we used to receive. And here we live, and even if it's chaotic at times, yeah, all of us, we're not together. We're not alone in these times, especially in these times. And this creates a bond that even when we're out of this next year, I think Shada again will still be here, and we'll continue doing this. And maybe I will do one day. Maybe I will do this live in front of a crowd. And Abdul sent me a great message on Instagram. He said, I love the new talking Kaysha. Because there's a lot of Kaysha. There's producing Kaysha, executive producing Kaysha, rapping Kaysha, singing Kaysha, performing Kaysha, festival Kaysha, porn star Kaysha, cooking Kaysha. Now there's talking Kaysha. He was like, yeah, I love talking Kaysha. You are like dropping a lot of gems, and it feels to me that you prefer this to performing. And I was like, yeah, I'm actually enjoying being here and having conversations with my people. And listen, every night now we got new people. This is what is beautiful. Every night we got somebody who was not there the first time, and hopefully you guys who just arrived will leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Like, subscribe and get notified. Click the notification bell so that every time there's a new episode, you can come and have a conversation with us about the subject that I choose sometimes, or sometimes it's just the flow. The flow is so natural, because I actually came here to talk about something. I was like, okay, let me just talk for 1 hour and bounce. It's been an hour and 40 and never touched the subject that I'm into. I love it. Lord. What did you learn back when you had your son, and what did you learn having Ashia? When I had my son, I learned that a lot of chat messages. When I had my son, I learned that you can make plans for the future, for the next 10 years, for example, and then you have a kid and it changes everything. And all your plans everything has changed. So where you saw the mountain, all of a sudden there's a tree. and where you saw the tree, there's a lake, and it's just another landscape just because you had a son. So back when I had a kid, back when I had my son 17 years ago, almost 18 actually, I was building my catalog. I was really into the studio more than anything, and I sacrificed a lot of the time that I could be with him to and see him grow up, because I was trying to feed him. And this is what I said in my intro when I said it's just me and my baby boy, being blessed with the music, and I'm struggling trying to feed him. And when I had my daughter, 15 years later, I was established in my business, and I wanted to see her grow up. I really wanted to be here for her, and not miss all this time because I was busy being in the studio. And so this is a big difference in seeing your son every month or every 2 weeks, and especially that he was in another country, and I separated with his mom like early, like when he was 2 or 1 or 2, and I never lived in the same country than him, so it was really different. And on this time, it was not something that I learned. It was more the fact that I planned everything. I really did make sure that I would have a kid with somebody that I wanted to be with and stay with, and that I wanted to not want and be able to not have to sacrifice seeing her grow up, because I would have to go and perform. And that's why I finished building having enough money to stream, making streams, making sure that I would have enough money made without leaving my house, so that I could spend my nights when she was a baby, giving her milk all night and all this, and working from home gives me that. I really wanted to I've always been like, I believe that family is important, and I cannot say that I was not a father to my son. I am a father to my son. Actually, you'll be here next week, but I really wanted to see her grow day by day, which is something that I completely missed, because my son was born exactly when my song Ondikwa exploded. I was in a plane every 3 days. And you have a choice. It's like, do you want to build a future for your children, or you just want to be there with them and be poor? I chose to build a future for them. So it's a completely different situation now. The future has been, it's a completely another experience, I would say. And the fact that it's a princess, it also is different. Like when they told me it's a girl, I just cried like every day. I was crying every day. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have a princess. I'm gonna make sure she becomes a queen like my mom. So I wouldn't say I learned something. I would just say that my state of mind was different. Your lives are really authentic. We need more of that. Thank you so much. Exactly. Things are great when we do it naturally. That's true. I was waiting. No, you don't. Nadia, you're missing 4 likes. Of course I'm streaming. Yes, I am. You go to my Spotify or my Apple Music, you got like hundreds of songs. And I release another song tonight, actually. I will end this session after I touch on my last subject, I will play you my new song that just came out. Hearing you talk, it seems like our country is not occupied by Rwanda. It's not. It's just it's complicated. It's not a question of totally. It's just complicated. And even for the people who are there, who are from Rwanda, originally there are more Congolese people now, and it's yeah. A lot of them are victims too. So, and like I say all the time, we love to be one against another, but who builds the weapons? Who makes 1.3 or 1.5 trillions, not millions, not billions, 3 trillions every year from selling weapons? The US, France, the UK, Holland, Australia maybe, China now. So there you go. This is how I see things. I like to see the big pictures of things. I don't like to be in the middle of yelling and complaining about things that I don't understand and seeing my brother as my enemy. And listen, people from Rwanda are brothers. People from Burundi up there are brothers. People from Angola are brothers. All Africans to me are brothers. And when Africans are against each other, they kill each other with weapons that they did not build. That's all I know. And they kill each other so that somebody can come and take what's under their feet. And they kill each other to know who's gonna sell it. And yeah. You see what I mean? Fatherhood and parenting takes over, but the balance have to be there. Yeah. I work from home and I spend a lot of time with my boys. Then I do my work late when everyone is asleep. That's exactly when I do my club Shada, but today's a special one. Actually, the first Shada I did it in the afternoon, and the kids were, she was running in the back, so you know, but it was just a test. I was sleeping peacefully before I had kids. Leave my nephews alone. Uh-oh. And whoever builds the weapon also owns CNN. And CNN tells you who's good and who's bad. And look at us. Oh Lord. Hell no. I don't have the nationality. Anyway, let's keep this for another one, because you know I have to take care of my baby and put her in a place where she's comfortable and continue my search for a good microphone. But before I go, I want to talk to you about today's subject, which is ambition. And I want to talk to you about ambition in a you know me, I don't like to talk about things the way people talk about things. I like to talk about things my own way, and I want to talk about things using my own story, right? So back when I was 2003, so we were just starting. I was finishing my third album, and I just signed Sumia, and I was working on her first album. And when her album came out and my album came out, I was looking for a way to sell music on the internet. I was already using the internet to find the addresses of DJs and radios all around the world to send them my CDs. I've been doing this for 3 years at that time. And in my head, I was like, I really have to find a way to sell music online. And I found a little piece of code in a programming language called PHP. That is it's an easy server web programming language that was part of my Kaysha.com that I think I have Kaysha.com since '96, and my host, Dream Host, they had something where I could put some PHP code that I could run from my website. And I've been programming and building HTML on my website since '96. I'm a web designer. I'm a graphist as well, and so I found this piece of PHP code that could be used to create a store inside of my my website. So I created a store called Sushi Raw Ultra Digital Store in 2003. So you could go to my website and you could pay $1 or $2 on my PayPal, and in exchange you could download one MP3 from files that were hidden in a folder deep inside my and the program would take care of all of this. But let's say that to resume, I had my own MP3 store back in 2002, 2003 inside Kaysha.com. And I remember selling my first 10 songs, and I was so happy. I was like, yo, I sold 10 songs, blah 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 blah. And I was telling this to my partner at Section Zouk, and so I come to him and say, yo, look, I sold 10 songs, I made $10. And he started laughing. He was like, you sold 10 songs? Listen, we sold like 25 albums of Sumia and 20 of your album. So we sold total of 45,000 copies. We made almost 500,000 euros. And you're here talking to me about your $10. And me, I was telling him, yeah, but that's the future. And he was like, yeah, but me, I'm interested in the now. And I was like, all right. And 17 years later, I'm the first African artist who ever sold more than $100,000 of music on iTunes. I now generate from streaming on Spotify and Apple Music and the others around 8,000 every month. And my ex-partner, who was the big boss of that record company, his company is bankrupt. He's not here anymore. I mean, he still has his catalog. He's still making money from the streams of the old catalog, but because they were so comfortable in where they were and the money they were making, that they were not able to understand what was next. And more than that, they were lacking one of my fundamental traits, which is ambition. I'm a very ambitious person, but not in a bad way. I'm not ambitious in the sense that I would walk on the head of other people to achieve my goals. But I'm ambitious in the way that when I know where I want to go in 10 years, I'm gonna place the pawns, and I'm gonna place everything so that I arrive in the space where I want. And I remember that when I decided in 2012 to stop making CDs and to release my 7th album only in digital, everybody was laughing. Everybody was, this guy is crazy. This guy is, oh my God, if he doesn't want to release CD, it means that his career is over and he knows he's not gonna sell them. And me, I was like, no, I'm working for the future. I'm not working for the past. And the problem with a lot of people is that they don't know how to let go where they are. It's like, I love to use this one. It's like Tarzan. Tarzan, when he's on one rope and he's here and he's going to the next one, if you don't let go the rope, you cannot go to the next one. If you don't let go the rope, you cannot go to the next one. So you go back, and then at a point the synergies goes slow, and then there you go. You halted in the past. Me, I'm a guy, I never had a problem letting go something to go to the next thing. And I had no problem leaving the digital world back when the system that I was talking to you about, which was building the CDs, printing them, having the plastic, the digipack, all these things. I had no problem leaving this world when I knew it was a world that was over in 5 years. And because I jumped out 5 years before, I was able to be ready for the next phase. And it's the same thing when I decided to do one track every week last year. Everybody was like, yeah, you crazy. Or doing albums with 40 songs. Everybody was like, oh, it's not a good idea because you are not letting people have the time to enjoy the songs, whatever people were telling me. And when the pandemic arrived, this is actually what saved me. That I had a studio at home and I was able to continue releasing music the whole time. Even when I was sick with COVID and I was in my bed, not knowing if I would see the next day, I was still releasing songs every Friday. Today is Friday, it's midnight. I released the song. Again, another one. And this way of seeing things, and this way of being ambitious, but not just ambitious. You have to be ambitious with a vision. The ambition is not just having an ambition just to make it from by any means. The ambition is having ambition that serves your vision. And this is what I have, and this is why a lot of people like to listen to me, or a lot of people understand the things I say and they follow me, is because I see things with a clear logic, and I see very far ahead in the future. But then I know that if something takes 5 years, I'm not trying to make it take 1 year. I just place all the bricks one by one until I reach the pyramid. This is my way to be. And I really believe that a lot of people, they lack the vision, they lack the ambition, they lack the drive, or sometimes they want to be big, but they don't know what to do with the size that they get, because they want to be big just because it looks good to be big. I always prefer being small, efficient, smart. My whole label is a one-man operation. I do the covers, I do the mix, I do the recording by myself, I do all these things, but I'm generating enough money to feed my family, pay for my kids' school, etc., etc. If I wanted to multiply my money by 3, I could either wait 3 years to continue to work on the vision, or I could add 1 or 2 people. And why I prefer waiting is that every time I try to add people, I realize that they are not fit. They don't have the vision. And they tend to destroy the things I do. That's why I stopped working with other people, because most of the time, a lot of these people, they come to this business. A lot of people, they come to this business with the desire to show other people that they don't like and that don't like them, that they are better than them. Listen, the people who don't like me, they don't exist in my world. I don't care about their opinion. Since they don't like me, I don't know why I would care about their opinion. So I don't have nothing to prove to them. The only people that have to prove something are my parents, to prove them that the path that I chose and the education that they gave me led to something. That's the only thing that matters to me. The watchers, the strangers, the people that don't pay my rent, their opinion, that doesn't count. And it is what I call ambition. And I would say it's an ambition, but it's a healthy ambition. I'm not ambitious in a way where I don't see a limit to what I want. I really see steps to where I want to go and how I want to go. And I think this is what makes the difference between longevity and short-sighted quick wins. And a lot of the people that I know that never work with a vision and a certain ambition, a lot of them, I saw them win, but I saw them lose fast as well. A lot of people ask me all the time, "Oh, why did you stop making music? Oh, where are you? We don't see you on Trace TV." And I tell them, I don't play on Trace TV because I'm not interested in I mean, my videos are there, but this is not my main goal to play on Trace TV, when I prefer creating content for my YouTube channel that I control, instead of giving content to somebody else and giving them the force. You see what I mean? And this is what I call the vision. I'm interested in creating force and power and foundations to my platforms. Even if it's inside of YouTube, inside of Instagram, inside of Facebook, I want to have control over my brand and my content. I can, listen, if one day YouTube is pissing me off for whatever reason, I can take 3,000 videos and turn them to another platform, right? I did that before. So, but the thing is, I own the content, and this is what's the more important. I can take all the photos that are on Instagram and start posting them in the new platform. I can take all these videos or the live and start being more on Twitch than YouTube. And this is what is the difference. It's a question of, what do you want to build? A lot of people, when you tell them what are you trying to build, they will tell you, I want to be famous, I want to fuck girls. This is not building something. You have to build your brand. You have to build the platform that will be the base on where your feet will stand. And you have to build the wings that will help you fly. A lot of people, they love to stand on other people's platforms and they want to fly with other people's wing. But what happens when the platforms is removed from under your feet? You fall. What happens when people take their wings back? You fall. When it's your own platform, it's your own content, it's your own catalog, it's your own crew of people that you are building, like what we are doing here, the Club Shada. It's a content between you guys and me. And what makes the content is it's not just me talking. It's me interacting with you guys. And this is a platform that is being built in front of your eyes. It's been 6 months now. In 6 months, when we arrive to number 100, we will see how far we went, and we will see how far we have to go. We will see who is still here and we will see who is new, and we will see how many people are here, and this is what will make the difference. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you after this 2-hour introduction. That's beautiful. Like I said, ambition is being alive, having dreams too. Very true. Nah, it's exceptional because yesterday there was a birthday party. What it do, bro? Exactly. Some come for the money and the statute, and not for passion. You have to come for passion, then you take the money and you let the status build itself by itself. Very. Nadia, you are the one. Tell him. Learn how to set goals in life, and once you reach the goals, make sure you already have the next goals ready. Once you know you are two years from your goal, already start thinking of what you're going to do next. Because a lot of people when they reach the goal, they don't know what to do next. So that's where they fall back. Of course you can. Let me see. Can you see? Presented to Kaysha for passing 100,000 subscribers by YouTube. Another 850 and I have the gold one. Ooh, the winter's gonna be cold. Listen, it's gonna be winter plus COVID. It's important to have a healthy ambition. Otherwise, you will not discover what you are capable of. And one day you will be unhappy. Very, very true, cousin. And listen, I never say it enough, but I invite everybody to go check out Dalia's channel. She's my cousin's wife, but she has a great show. I've been interviewed. We did a show there. Please go check it out. It was really a great. They have great conversations, and I'd really love everybody from the club Shada to go and support. I don't know when you are live, once a week or more, and what day and what time. You could please tell us. But everybody go and subscribe to her channel. She has very interesting topics, and I will actually put the link to her YouTube channel so that you can Leah. What's the name? It's the Leah show. Let me see. Found it. Okay, the Leah show. Boom. This is her channel. Go ahead and everybody go and subscribe to that channel. That would be cool. We should actually, okay, last stream was 4 days ago. So Dalia, I don't know when is the next one, but we should all be there in the comments. We should all be there in the chat. Thank you. And congrats to you on your show. It's a great show. And wait, I'm gonna put the link to our show so so that you guys can. Where is our show? I don't find it. Well, I don't know where's our show. Bruh. I don't see our show. Everybody go subscribe. Well, I don't find our show, but go to the channel, subscribe, and I don't know where is our show, if they didn't save it or whatever, but when I have the link, I'll just send you. I'll put it in my story, or on next show I'll put it there, so that you can check it out. We had a great show. Yeah, that's cool, huh? All right. And Moto, when are you starting to do what we said? You should really put your podcast on YouTube, for real. And you should do a live one too. And actually, we should do a new one together, because we had a great conversation the other time. You're gonna love it. It's very interesting. It's like it has a more like feels like it caters more to strong women, but I guess I saw a few episodes. It was really interesting as a man. So next one is Saturday. This Saturday, all right. In 2 days, we'll be there. We'll be there. Tell Joel to send me like the hour, maybe an hour before, so on WhatsApp, so I can put a link to in my community, and then we can all be in the chat and see how we can support. Because I believe that ambition is not just being ambitious for yourself. It's being ambitious for your whole network. You know, I'm ambitious for the Future Sound. I'm ambitious for Lil Maro. I'm ambitious for Ralphie. I'm ambitious for Mr. Simmons. I'm ambitious for Julie. I'm ambitious for Dalia. I'm ambitious for Joel. I'm ambitious for Gino. I'm ambitious for Jassy. I'm ambitious for Lisa Lopez. Why? Because if I'm ambitious for Moto Music, because if my network is strong, I'm stronger. Because imagine a world where all of us in our different shows and different channels and different lives that we do, we all have like 100,000 subscribers, all of us, and that we can send each other our subscribers. And I do a show with Dalia on a Saturday, and then I invite her back on Club Shada, and my listeners go to her channel, her listeners come to my channel. Some of them will stay subscribed and come see my content. Some of my people will come and go see her content. Future Sound makes a live when he's making a beat, and we all go there, and we all go, and we send our people, and we all are here in the chat continuing the conversation. Moto does a podcast about African music. Listen, everybody should go. As we speak, everybody should also go to Moto Music, and he has an amazing podcast. This is Moto's channel. I mean, it's not a channel, it's the website. Look, episode 106. You know, it's a podcast. You can listen on the website, or you can also check it out on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, etc. And he also reviews albums from all kinds of African music. So look, this is Lil Maro's album. So what happened? Lil Maro is part of my network. Moto Music, MJ, is part of my network as well. So I put them two together, and he did a review of his album. So we all support each other. That's what I call the power of not only networking, but also the power of having a healthy ambition, not only for you but also for other people. You know how we do. Exactly, Kay. I want my success like I want for others to succeed. It's all about support, positivity, and motivation. Listen, the day you make your super production movie, we can all be actors. Listen, what he's doing is great, but like I've been telling him, he has to do live streams because now in a quarantine world, live stream is the future. So he has to do live streams and also has to do put a lot of these content on YouTube as well, and we will be his first subscribers. That's when it's beautiful, because we are building a community here. Anyway, my people, let me do this. Let me remove this. That's from last week. And replace it with my new single. What is my new single? I don't even know what is my new single. Wait. Which one came out? The Love of Life. Let me look at the cover. Look for the cover. CD covers. There you go. Kaysha, The Love of Life. There you go. All right. So, before I let you go, and I want to remind you that Sunday we have a special guest. Sunday we have a lady that goes by the name of, let me go to her Instagram. Her name is Lydia Laprade. So, Sunday we are having a conversation. I don't even know what she's gonna speak, because she speaks Arabic, she speaks Spanish, she speaks English, she speaks Portuguese, and she speaks French. So I don't know in what language we will talk, and we will talk about dance, we will talk about traveling, doing kizomba all around the world. So I'm gonna remove the sound, but look at how she dances, just for you to see what I'm talking about. Look at this. Shade. Shade. Ah, she's good. Yeah, anyway, make sure you show up Sunday, and we can have a conversation with Lydia and talk about life of a dancer, of a kizomba dancer, and hip hop and all the other styles. And if you have any question for her, make sure you go follow her on Instagram. And I think it's gonna be great, you know. Thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot. Yay! I've been on sets before, so I know my way. Don't worry. I can come. It's okay. I'll just chill with my juice and watch. No, she doesn't. I speak 9 languages. I speak 7 plus, like, if I add all the Creoles that I speak or understand, I speak between 6, 7, or 9 languages. So, nah, she's not beating me. No, you can't. Yeah, she's a good dancer. Anyway, my good people, I'm gonna leave you with this because it's time to me I only have 4 hours before I have to take the little one to bath and then to school. So it's another YouTube channel. Okay. Yeah, put the link. I will make sure that it's accepted. It's on Mavi Masa. I didn't know you had different channels. Yeah. Put the link, please. All right, my people, listen, it was a chaotic show, but we had a great conversation. Actually, we had an interesting conversation about the state of the world. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna put this one to bed so she can sleep comfortable, and I want you to discover my new single, and I'm gonna leave you with that. It's called "The Love of Life." And it's a collaboration between me, Kaysha, and Kiss Beats on an amazing Amapiano. So Kiss Beats is a Congolese brother who lives in South Africa, and me, I'm a Congolese brother who lives in Portugal. And together we made this song. So check it out. Thank you for coming tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show, even if we had a lot of baby yelling, which is beautiful. And I hope you enjoy this episode of Club Shada, and I can't wait to see you Sunday with the incredible Miss Lydia Laprade. And please go to Spotify and give some force to this new project that I'm releasing. You know, this is the link, you know, and make sure you subscribe to Dalia Shows, right? Thanks a lot, Heather. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Oops, I did something stupid. Alrighty, so let's listen to it, and I will see you guys when will you release your featuring Inosbe. Soon as I put my hands on him. I probably will have to go to Congo and do the track, or I have to have him on the phone first, but in the works, don't worry. I'm gonna have 2021 is gonna be a very busy year for me. So you're heavy now. My ass hurts. So listen, enjoy this new song, and I will see you Sunday. Thanks for coming.
When we were kids, we didn't know we had everything. Oh yeah. A loving mother, sunshine, we were born Africans. And we're here, feeling it, dancing, worshiping the love of life. Feeling it, dancing, worshiping the love of life. Yeah. The love of life. I didn't think we'd end up reminiscing about the past. Oh, yeah. Dreaming of a land that's far away, life is fast.